Hi everyone, better late than never. This one is a video for the update for Spry 1101. I'm just double checking that the video is coming through. There it is. Okay, so this one is mostly a lot of small quality of life improvements. I'm going to run through the list here. Best fit all columns to pivot tables. So if you have a pivot table, let's go over to this one. Who knows what's in here at the moment? And you have, for argument's sake, a reporting period underneath this. Let's go. This model doesn't have one. Let's try short label. So you'll have this series of columns where things aren't necessarily lined up correctly. Best fit all columns, just make sure that everything fits properly, all your headers, etc. So that one's been missing for a while. We've implemented that one with this version here. So next we have the Excel style status bar to table view. So if you're in table view now and you multi-select, so if you hold down the shift button on your keyboard down on the bottom right, similar to how it would occur in Excel, if you multi-select cells, it's going to give you the average, the count, the sum. In terms of the formatting, it picks whichever one you've sort of most recently picked. So if the actual selected cell is percentage, it's going to give you percentages. So just watch out for that. So it'll give you averages, counts, and sums. Data flow units with errors. Look, it's more, if you're a data flow user, you're going to notice it. You're going to see it's a more visual clues in terms of how your if you have errors with something or incorrect setup or potentially incorrect setup, it's going to give you some more warnings, some more visual feedback. Coming down the list, in terms of things that would potentially change your behavior in Spry, the table value functions allowing the selection of the root node. So that means if you're in a spreadsheet for your table values previously, it's a minor thing, but it's a decent one for some of the type of work that people want to do. If you were to select table value, you were unable at the deposit level to select, if we go to a field, doesn't really matter, whatever range doesn't matter, you are unable to select that top level node. So if you wanted to search records in both alpha, stockpile, and this HO, then you kind of had to add 3 different functions together. We had a workaround for a while, but this one's actually now, you can actually just select it at the top level and get all of the data from that record without having to do more than one. So that's, if you're a spreadsheet power user, that can be quite handy. And in the video that I meant to do on Friday, that will be happening tomorrow, regarding using the initial state and relimit tools together, you're going to see that used in that video. So in terms of the rest of the things that will potentially change your behavior, look, that's a nice one. Project level spreadsheets happening in database statistics, variety of performance improvements. There's a few renames, probably the one that, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's helpful for me for documenting the software, is that custom fields are now called numeric and text, not value and filter. The terms value and filter get used in multiple contexts. This is so that it's some clarity in terms of what type of record it is, and just when I'm using language in the documentation to make it clearer what I'm talking about. A few other things, there are a couple of bugs with the earlier release that went out for an hour or two. Range dependency icons have changed, so this is just a quality of life thing, so they haven't changed much. If you go to, it might be helpful if I had scheduling turned on. If you go to range dependencies now, previously when they were disabled and enabled, the difference in what they looked like was a little more subtle, so we've just added some color to them so that it's easier for you to tell that they've been enabled or disabled. Just a small thing. As I said, lots and lots of small things in this one. What else? Nothing. There's some scripting things. So yeah, just a lot of bug fixes, and if you were affected by a crash, you'll be getting an email from me soon. Otherwise, it's just a variety of small improvements and fixes to things. As I said, the video that I missed on Friday that I intended to put out about relimiting is coming out tomorrow, so I'm not entirely sure what time. It'll depend on how much support I have to do in the morning. But if you have any questions about this update, any issues with this update, we haven't had any crashes from it yet, which is great. But if you have any other issues with it, please let us know. Otherwise, have a good evening. And as always, thank you for your attention and see you next time.